What up, everybody? Sorry about that, guys. That was pretty wacky. Got booted off, but now we're back. Waiting for sports cards. Good old internet. I don't know. Bogeys, rogies, whatever you want to call them. What's up, guys? Sorry about that. Internet knocked me off. Sean says, hey, Rich is we back. Yeah, guys, sorry about that. Yep. Good old internet happening this morning. But we are waiting for sports cards still on Target.com. Finishing out the weekly Target Watch live stream for Wednesday. Unfortunately, not seeing anything popping off as of yet. Apologize, guys. Yeah, not sure. Just internet knocked me off. Beast in the Beauty Break says, Target shut you down, LOL. Yeah, no kidding. Target did shut me down. Apologize, guys. And please help me out. Let's get the likes up on this chat. Let's get everything back to normal. I got to go hit the monetization for everything again. Set all the parameters. You know how all this works. And checking the monitors as well, guys. Still haven't seen anything popping off yet. Hopefully that changes. But usually in the first 15 minutes or so of the hot zone is when we see items starting to go off of the monitor or on the target tracker. However, I have seen items get thrown onto the site as late as 4:50. So that is one of the reasons why we wait until 4:50 and the hot zone is as late as it is each morning. I love it. Somebody says Target hacked you. Yeah, a lot of people, every time there's something happening with the live stream, they think that Target's doing something to me. And you know what? There are some days where I tend to agree with people. There are some days I absolutely tend to agree with people because it's just too weird. Like the day that Target dropped sports cards right after I finished the live stream, like 10 or 15 minutes after I got off the live stream, they dropped WWE Prism Blasters. That was a nuts morning. And ever since then, I'm convinced to a certain degree that Target is watching the live stream for sure. Matthew's Coin and Card Collecting says, hot take, Matt Jones are never going to turn into anything special. Trevor Lawrence will be better. I think Trevor Lawrence is going to be very good. I don't know which quarterback's going to be better. I still think that Trey Lance has the potential to be better than both of them. That's my super hot take of the morning. And a lot of people just tell me, Jordan, shut up. You know nothing about sports. I think Trey Lance, once he gets the chance in San Francisco, guys, I think he is going to be a lot better or has the chance to be a lot better than either of them. Tommy's Breaks saying good morning again. Thanks for finding your way over, guys. Stacks and Packs says Target is not watching you. Of course not, Stacks and Packs. Of course not. It's a joke, brother. It's a joke. You kidding me? There's like hundreds of thousands of people trying to grab sports cards. Hundreds of thousands. When I do a break, I might make $60 after shipping and supplies. Trey Lance is a hot take, says Corey. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, breaks aren't as profitable as people think. I know that that's something that people are going to be steadfastly dying on the hill of forever in sports cards in the hobby, it seems like. Poor Blazer Fool says, there we go. Georgie J says, still loving it, Schultz. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you all making your way over here. I apologize, man. I really hate when YouTube or the internet throws me off the live stream like that because it really kills the viewership. It's just frustrating. It's like, all right, I'm trying to do everything right here. Thought I have good internet, but I guess not. Not sure what's happening. Luis asking, when's the last time something dropped on Target? Luis, that would have been 2 weeks ago today. Wednesday, May 18th. Backloading right around 4:10, 4:09, 4:10 Pacific time. And the drop starting right around 4:45-ish. You had some random Prism Cello packs, some Prism Draft Picks Blasters, some Contenders Football Megas, and Optic Basketball Megas, which I think maybe a couple people in my Discord got their hands on. Just a couple people, not much. And other than that, some Optic Megas, like I said, and some Select Basketball Blasters that were in store only that day. Select Basketball Blasters that were in store only. So pretty hard for people to grab anything. Yeah, pretty impossible feeling for sure. David says, if you make $1 profit, you are flipping and a flipper. David, there's business, man. If you're breaking and you're actually like building an audience, and there's so much other crap like associated with that, man. You would accuse Walmart and Target of being a flipper, which it's not the case. There's a system of business, and that's how you get things sold, man. It's just the way that it is. Oh, peace in the beauty breaks, dude. Too generous again with a $5 super chat, bro. Thank you so much. Just gotta run, but here's a little for the kiddies, bro. Good luck on the job. Hope you get it. I appreciate that, beast in the beauty. Thank you so much. Really hoping that I get that job, guys. Interviewed for a sports radio gig yesterday. Hoping that I grab it over the other 5 candidates that I'm fighting. We will see exactly what that look is coming up here at the end of this week, if I'm going to get that or not. Mike Adams says, are we back live? We are back live, Mike Adams. What's going on? Sorry about that, guys. Stupid old internet. Good old gremlins in the system. But we are back here waiting for sports cards on Target.com. Talking NBA Finals. Talking breaking v flipping, apparently. Wasn't really planning on getting to that one this morning, but people are bringing that one up. If you want to talk about it, you can. But be nice, of course. Be nice. Kelly and Todd Coolahan says, first off, breaking has been around far before the boom. Why not just hate on Panini? They're flipping. They literally print cards and we buy them for thousands. I mean, that's the thing, is that the cost to print cards is actually super low. It's Topps and Panini that have been making bank and crazy money. Yeah, breakers like Leighton have been making stupid money too. But yeah, it's really, guys, the cards right off the front end, and the companies that are making them that are making the most money on them for sure. Fast Eddie says, we'll be praying for you, bro. I appreciate that, Eddie. I appreciate that, man. Hopefully, guys, hopefully it comes my way. Georgie says, good luck, Schultz. Thanks, man. Justin says, good luck with the job. I appreciate it, you guys. Really hope that my skills and my talents are enough to stand out. Hoping that this YouTube channel kind of shows that I can do things on the digital side, and have been able to kind of maybe learn some marketing a little bit and some video editing, all kinds of extra stuff. Sean Higgins says, if you don't sell stuff, you're a hoarder. Yeah, Sean, that's definitely true too. I mean, if you sit there with 30 boxes in your garage and you're not selling anything, yeah, you're definitely a hoarder. And that's not good for the hobby either. It's good for people to be sitting on a few boxes every now and then. You know, every collector hopefully has like 2, 3, 4 boxes that they're able to sit on. That's like in a perfect world, but that's obviously not the way that it really works all the time. Yeah, there are some people sitting with like 10, 20, 30, 40 boxes. Yes, they are hoarders, because there aren't always people that buying those boxes that are willing to just go flip them. There are some people that really enjoy just sitting on, I don't want to say pallets of boxes, but cases of retail. And if you have a couple of cases from 2020 sitting around a retail, you're obviously looking for football anyways at quite a bit of money, quite a bit of bank. I appreciate you. Godzilla says, thanks for all you do. You're so welcome, man. I try, guys. I'm no saint. I'm no angel. I'm not perfect, but I do try. I do try, and I appreciate that. iClaw says, Schulte, when will your next breaks be? Great question, iClaw. I was hoping later today to see if I could post some breaks. I think I have enough boxes, and might have to buy a couple of more and get them shipped overnight. But I think I have a couple enough boxes to do a break this weekend. So I think I'm going to watch the website, guys, later today. SchultesCardPulls.com. We'll probably be doing some breaks coming up for this Sunday. Excited. Haven't done some breaks in, I think, 3 weeks now. Excited to get some breaks going again here on the channel, and trying to find some stuff to make some recorded content with as well. Just kind of in between releases at this point. And obviously just, guys, I apologize. The recorded content has not been nearly as repetitive and flush as it usually is here on Schulte's Card Pulls. I don't know if you can understand, trying to set up like a new studio or a new area like this is just very stressful. And every time I do something in this studio right now, it's not quite set up yet, I have to move things around. So essentially every time I sit down to live stream, I got to shift some stuff and move it around. Every time I go to a break, I got to go shift some stuff and move it around. I mean, it is literally like every time I sit down to do an activity, I've got to do some other stuff. So I apologize. I know that's just, first world problems I'm complaining, but it's just, it's still kind of chaos in my house right now. So we're getting there. I've got to actually, I don't know if you can see, yeah, that wood slab back there is my future desk here. That's what I'm going to be doing all my live streams on, all my editing on. And then I've got a nice table over there that I've been breaking on that I'm going to continue to do that on. So yeah, watch Schultz'sCardPulls.com later today, guys. Should be throwing some spots up there for sale for this weekend. Brian says, play I'm out. Got to get ready for work. Warriors in 5. Boston's not going to be able to run around the Warriors for 7 games. Good luck on the new job. How was your crow? I appreciate it, Brian. Thank you so much. My crow about the Dallas Mavericks tastes very, very crowy, man. I was so wrong about the Mavs. So wrong. I apologize being wrong about that, telling people to waste their money on the Mavs winning the NBA Finals. It was a good money line. It was good, like plus 450, plus 550, a chance to turn 100 into like $400 or $500. But yeah, the Mavs just not a complete enough roster. And sorry that I didn't see that outside. When he got Jalen Brunson missing a lot of his shots, when he got Dwight Powell going out beginning of the game and leaving it all up to Luka Doncic, yeah, the Mavericks aren't going to win. You need a supporting cast. You need a complete team. It's what I was talking about last week. In the NBA, mostly, not even just teams that win the NBA Finals, but teams that get to the NBA Finals have rosters 7, 8, 9 deep of players that show up near every game and give you that expected result. So that's what you got to do in the NBA. That's what you got to be. And to compete in the NBA Finals, the Celtics have that. The Warriors have that. And even this year, when the Bucks lose one of their key players, like Chris Middleton, makes a huge difference. Wayne says, Schulte, I messaged you off at my Instagram page. When you get a chance, message me back, boss. Will do, Wayne. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. Card Collector says, why did you start your stream earlier today? Card Collector, I usually start my stream 3:45 every day, and then I'm on at 3:55 every day. That's pretty standard, brother. All right, guys, 4:51 Pacific time. Unfortunately, no sports card restock for sure on Target.com. I do apologize that we are not seeing a sports card restock today. I'll be back live tomorrow morning, bright and early, hoping for one. Who knows what Target's doing this week? They could be skipping it overall or altogether because it's a holiday week. They also could be trying to mess with us and switch it off to Thursday. Kevin says, I collect one of each retail variation for the major releases. Hopefully people wouldn't consider that hoarding. Kevin, I know a lot of people that do that, and I think that's great. That's a really fun way to keep your hands on boxes going forward. And in future years when, you're wishing, I wish I had a bunch more Prism, 2020 football Prism boxes than I do right now, but at least I got those, like those couple, the one blaster and the one cello and the one hanger that I just kind of have set aside for myself. Just always going to be sitting on those because 2020 Prism football is super, super valuable. So yeah, nice to see that. Each person kind of grabbing one or two extras of each release and then just kind of hanging on to that. That's definitely going to leave other boxes for everybody else also. So it's a good way to do it for sure. Good way to do it. Stacks and Packs. His face definitely belongs on radio. Stacks, do you think that you're insulting me, brother? People have said so much worse stuff about me, brother. Like, oh, you're chubby. Facts. Facts as if they're insults. Like, face for radio. Done. Why do you think I went into radio? Well, I figured this out at 19, man. Why do you think I tried to do radio instead of television? YouTube's just the thing now. And there are definitely a lot of uglier people out there doing social media. Maybe not many. This lug probably could just use a bag over the head sometimes. Like, oh God, but God, just hide your face. It's ugly. Hide it. Get out of here. Anyways, guys. Yeah, unfortunately, no restock this morning on Target.com. Corey, I'm sorry. Let me try to go back. I'm not sure that I missed your question, brother. I apologize here. Let me see. Corey. Schultz, you think Panini is still printing and distributing 2020 Select Football and Prism? No, Panini is not still printing 2020 Select Football and Prism. They have been ramping up the print runs for 2021 for quite a while. They have been focused on printing 2021 and beyond now for months. Now, the 2020 print runs are long gone, brother. I don't think there's any of those left to distribute, unfortunately. Adrian, what's going on, man? Says, how did your interview go? I appreciate you asking, Adrian. It went really well, you guys. It went really well. The interview went swimmingly. The hiring manager really liked me. He, thinks I have the talent for the position. It's just now whether or not he wants to choose me over. I'm up against 5 other people. For the job. So we'll see. Paul Tuttle says, you're perfect just the way you are, Schultz. I appreciate that, Paul. Hey, I'm cute enough, all right? I'm cute enough, and I know where my talents lie. I've been able to do just fine in this world. I know what my strengths are. What day do you think Target will drop? Says Football 11. I'm not sure. Now that we've had a Wednesday drop, I would assume that we're probably going to see Wednesday drops going forward. However, we've seen Target switch it up and do random days of the week, too. So now that they've done Tuesdays for 6, 7, 8 months and switched to a Wednesday, as of 2 weeks ago, going forward, it could be just Wednesdays. It could also be any day of the week. I think after our next sports card restock, we're going to get a much clearer picture of what day of the week it is, or what, if we see our next sports card restock on a Thursday, guys, we know that Target is probably going to be kind of just doing random days. But if we see it on a Wednesday, I think we can expect, and since we've seen 2 Target restocks in a row on Wednesdays, we can probably expect Target throwing stuff down on Wednesdays every other week at this point. That's just a guess. Stevie Stack says, good luck to you, Schulte. I appreciate that, man. David says, hope you're not up against Colin Cowherd. I would never beat Colin Cowherd. Colin Cowherd's like one of the best in the business. I'm not sitting here thinking I'm Colin Cowherd on some little YouTube like live stream here either. I'm not saying that, but I want to be a sports radio host. Always have been. Not sure I will ever not have that goal. And I think I have a lot to say. I think I have opinions, and I've got a personality that is worthy enough to draw people and an audience in. And I think I've proven that here on YouTube. So there you go. Definitely not Cowherd, but sports talk show fiend nonetheless. Kevin says, you're a sexy beast. Don't worry about it. I appreciate that, Kevin. Thank you for the kind words, buddy. Thank you for the kind words. Steph says, you got good eyes, Schulte. Appreciate that. Yeah, a lot of ladies have said my eyes are probably my best feature, which bright baby blues given to me by my parents. I would agree and say I appreciate that. Thank you. Quality Sports Breakers is smashed, buddy. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate that. Yeah, 4:57 Pacific time. Unfortunately, no sports card restock happening today. But like I said, we will be back bright and early live tomorrow. Hoping for sports cards on Target.com. And since it is Wednesday, guys, I don't know what sports cards are going to be dropping, but Walmart is going to be restocking. Walmart has their normal Wednesday restock every Wednesday, noon Pacific, 3 East Coast time. And up until a month and a half ago, it was a pretty good chance to get some Mosaic, pretty good chance to get your hands on some sports cards. In general, I mean, there was a lot of playbook, playoff, tops, Mosaic, hoops. Every release that we had up to this point, there were bots getting a lot of it, but you still had a decent chance manually to grab it on Walmart.com. Now the Wednesday restock's pretty random with a few items, and I feel like that's just because we're kind of in the middle of premium releases, and it's kind of the same thing we're dealing with on Target.com. There just unfortunately right now aren't really many sports cards to release. So Ben Simons, or Simmons, I guess it's Simons technically, says Walmart with NBA Prism Megas last week. How many were there? And were they actually able to be grabbed by people? Because I've seen links for Walmart throwing up like a Prism Basketball Megas for weeks, but every time I click on that link, it says forbidden. So I don't know. Kevin Perks says, I've heard 2022 Chrome Baseball is going to be $60 for a blaster. Have you heard this? I have not, Kevin. If so, I ain't buying one. $60 a blaster? Yeah, Topps and Fanatics can go shove it. If we're going to go $60 a blaster at that point, that's probably my exit from the hobby. That is insane. And for a $60 Chrome blaster, you'd expect like a colored parallel in every box. That's just ridiculous, man. That's crazy. I understand prices of blasters going up from $20 to $30. I even understand some of the premium blasters going up to like $35. But a blaster box being the price of like a mega box, especially being like only a Topps Chrome, which they're awesome. Chrome is their flagship, their product, like of their releases, like the focus other than Bowman. Man, $60 a blaster. That's just too much. That's absolutely insane. And yeah, mark my words, guys. If in 2022, 2023, we see $60 blasters, I'm done. I'm gone. That's stupid. That's ridiculous. That's crazy. Rambo Rubes, the same here. My exit. Yeah, man, at that point, I'm going to be focusing my collection on players from 2020, 2021. I will never buy boxes from years past that, and I will, basically try to cultivate Justin Herbert's, LaMelo Balls, and Damian Lillard's, and the group of players that like I grew up with, and I'm gonna turn into an old fuddy-duddy card collector at that point. That's ridiculous. That's insane. Yeah, Steph Quinn says $60 a blaster. Yep, no way I'd touch anything for that. Foot goes down there. That's just nuts. With a mega box guaranteeing a lot of colored parallels, or a chance at an auto, or some kind of specific, draw that's, super valuable, because the mega box is 40 to 60. Sometimes at some stores like Meijer, we're seeing $70+ at this point. You understand the mega box price being at that price point, but $60 for a blaster, hell no, no way. Bye-bye. Peace out. J-Dub Retro says they wouldn't double it, LOL. I don't know, man. You know what? I think that the Fanatics takeover can be very good for the hobby, but it also can go the other way, and it could also be bunk for the hobby. And if Fanatics decides to price blasters at that price point, if it's a hobby going forward of just super expensive boxes all around, and that there's no entry point for anybody, for middle class, for kids, for anybody. And this is where I'll start to bring up the kids. It's like, oh God, like nobody can buy a box. Nobody can buy more than one. It's nuts. Scotto says, I'm sure breakers will still buy it up at $60 a blaster. You're probably not wrong, Scotto. You're probably not wrong, man. Sean Higgins says $30 a blaster has me pulling back and doubly thinking my buys. Sean, I understand that, but blasters have been $20 forever, so just know that $30 a blaster isn't that bad, and that's probably long overdue. That price increase is long overdue. We've been sitting looking at, $15, $20 blasters for years, since the mid-2000s in the hobby. Go back, blasters back then were $15, $20. So if you saw no price change for a blaster for 15+ years, seeing it finally catch up a little bit to inflation, getting to be $25, $30, even $35 for premium blasters, that's a price I understand. That's a price point I can accept. But $60, wow. Yeah, go bleep yourselves. Corey says, Schultz, I see these people on YouTube post these hunting videos. They're saying, look, my local store restocked, and then there's some select hangers sometimes, and then those 2021 Prism yellow hangers. That's because the middle of this country just gets all kinds of sports cards. There's no printing continuing of those, but there might be some sitting around in like a warehouse somewhere. So you might see some Prism. You might see some select, just kind of remnants left over, or a case or two that these distributors forgot that they had, and they're just sending it out to a local store. But other than that, yeah, there's really not much of that left. But I hear what you're saying, Corey. Scotto says, that's like paying $60 for a lap dance with nothing else. Yeah, lap dances only cost $20. What? A song, sometimes two, if you get the right strippers, only $20, man. $60 for a blaster? Go bleep yourself. Fast Eddie P says, we're definitely about to enter a time where the companies get greedy with poor rookie classes and mess up the market. It's happened many times already. You know, Fast Eddie P, that's a good point. It's something to consider that we had two very, very highly touted rookie classes in both football and basketball, and actually more like 3 or 4 very highly touted rookie classes in football and in basketball specifically. But you look at football, guys, 1 quarterback taken in the first round this year in Kenny Pickett, and 7 overall skill players on the offensive end. I think 6 wide receivers and 1 running backs and 1 quarterback. All the other players taken in the NFL draft in the first round this year in 2022 were either offensive linemen or players on the defensive side of the ball. So not many skill players coming in the first round. You know what that means, guys? Not many Chase rookies in the 2022 football sets. What does that mean? People aren't really going to place as much value on those sets because there's barely 1 decent quarterback, and he's not necessarily like the heralded savior. He wasn't a number 1 overall pick. He's not Joe Burrow, and not once again followed up by a bunch of other quarterbacks in Tua Tagovailoa, Jordan Love, or Justin Herbert, or Jalen Hurts. Yeah, when you got 4 or 5 guys taken in the first round, it's different. That hypes the release up, hypes the setup for that year. And once card companies see that, they start to see money. They start to see everybody flocking. And then they got lucky in 2022 when another pop-off rookie quarterback class hit the draft. You know, all these big names that we're still searching for. We were just talking earlier on the other stream before it went dead about Trey Lance and T-Law and Justin Fields and Mac Jones. All these other guys there. The next year that add value to those releases. And because they add so much value, we're still with bated breath waiting for Prism 2021, Select and Optic 2021 football. But come 2022 with that rookie class we were just talking about, guys, how many people are really going to be chasing Pickett rookie cards? I know I'm not. So it's just going forward. You can see the trends and you can see how the hobby hopefully isn't going to make the same mistake going forward that it has before in overprinting and leaning too much on, you know, a couple of years after like a really high value rookie class. But unfortunately, it looks that way. It looks like they might be making the same mistake again. Steph Quinn talking about Anderson dropping their contract, new vendor starting next week. So no more Anderson at Walmart, guys. A new vendor going to be dropping sports cards at Walmart every single week. Mr. B says, ugh, I'm at work with no AC and there was no drop as usual, only pain today. Mr. B, that sucks, man. I'm so sorry. Work with no AC and no drop. We'll get a drop coming up from Walmart.com here at noon Pacific, 3 East Coast time. I'm not quite sure what we're going to see items-wise, but there will be a drop of some sort. Corey, Schultze, any idea if I own an LLC, I'm an electrical contractor, think that would work as a business license to get an account with a distributor for wax? No, Corey, no, it would not. You've got to have a business front of some sort selling the sports cards, brother. Yeah, no, Corey, that's not even gonna. Nope, no, that's not gonna work. No, they specifically frown on that kind of thing, and they do what they can to prevent that kind of thing, so they can keep the price point, you know, for the wholesale market pretty inaccessible to the regular customer like you and I. Corey C says, here comes Junk Wax Era 2. People have been saying that. Lith says, you can't complain if you're here being paid to work and sit here and shop for cards. You're not wrong, Lith. I'm not trying to complain. I'm not trying to complain at all. What I'm trying to say is that the hobby has the potential going forward with their print runs, at least for football and basketball, to be super high and super non-valuable. Baseball cards really might be the tip of the market here in the next 2-3 seasons. If if Panini screws it up. And I think they're going to screw it up because they've been overprinting. For sure, they've been overprinting in 2021. And I would say, I don't know this for sure, but it feels just the general feel of like hit rates out of boxes almost doubled their print run of sports cards per release, if not more, from 2020 to 2021. And I would assume that they're going to try to take advantage of their last couple of years with the NFL and NBA licenses and print a ton more and just see that as printing money for themselves and getting the hell out of Dodge. Super frustrating. Michael Cortez says, can we just go back to $20 blasters? Man, I just don't think we're ever going to see $20 blasters again. Like I said earlier, inflation has finally hit blasters. I understand the $30, $35 price point. They were $20 for quite a long time, all the way through the 2010s. Super, super cheap blaster boxes. And unfortunately, guys, the price point had to rise sometime on those. And I think a $30 price point is understandable, but it better not change for quite a while now. We better see another, like 10 or 15 year time frame of like $30 blasters. Because otherwise, yeah, that's just greedy and that's just ridiculous for sure. All right, guys, 5:09 Pacific time. Oh, Lith, Schulte, I was saying that about the guy complaining with no AC at work, LOL. I got you, Lith. All right, guys, now 5:10 Pacific time, 8:10 East Coast time. I apologize that there was no sports card restock today on Target.com. Unfortunately, nothing dropping here this Wednesday, 2 weeks after our last sports card restock. I'll be back bright and early tomorrow, hoping for a different story. And if we don't see anything tomorrow, then I'll be back bright and early again next Tuesday and Wednesday and so on and so forth. But thanks again for tuning in, guys. Please, on your way out, smash that like button. It does help me feed a couple of kitties named Pikachu and Eevee. And make sure, like I said, I will most likely be posting some breaks later tonight on Schultz'sCardPulse.com for this weekend. Excited to get those going again and excited to ramp that back up here on the channel. All right, guys, thanks again for hanging out. Apologize, no sports card restock for sure. And once again, please, guys, send those good vibes. Send those prayers. I am really, really, really hoping that I get this job that I interviewed for yesterday up against 5 people, 6 total interviewed, 5 people, 1 internal candidate, and 1 former employee. So, like, literally, prayers are needed. And just hope that boss liked me enough to give me the shot and bring me in. All right, everybody. Thanks again. See you bright and early tomorrow. Hopefully we see a sports card restock on Target.com. Good luck today on Walmart.com at noon Pacific, 3 East Coast time. Check out my free Discord. There'll be people chatting about that and throwing links out there for each other if you want to get, hopefully, some of those cards available on Walmart.com at noon Pacific time. All right, everybody. Getting on out of here. Schultz's Card Pulls out. Be good to yourselves and each other. Stay safe, y'all. Peace out.